Now, I'm going to talk about a seed that you can eat to help protect your eyes naturally. And also, it helps to improve your vision in general. This seed is very high in vitamin A, which is essential for good eyesight. But there are two things you should know about eating these seeds. Okay, so let me tell you what they are, and then we go into more detail of how to use them and why they re so powerful for your eyes. The first thing you should know is that you should not be eating the outer coating of this seed. The outside is poisonous if eaten. It will make you nauseous and you'll probably vomit. Now, some people have tried doing this to get rid of their diabetes by consuming the whole seed. But unfortunately, they end up vomiting and nothing really happens. But there is a way to actually use this seed, extract some of the juice inside without consuming the outside part. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, the second thing that you need to know is that this seed comes from the desert. Okay, it grows in the hottest, driest climate known as a hyperarid climate, which is like 99.9% of all the plants and seeds come from regular soil. This one grows in like sand dunes, okay? It's called the Sahara Forest Project. They grow this seed in Africa in the Sahara Desert to turn the desert into arable land, okay? Because it's such a drought-resistant plant. Also, it grows in sandy soils. So, if you take a look at the root system of this plant, it doesn't have any roots. It just looks like a bunch of hairs, okay? Because it has no root system, it has to absorb water through its stem. Okay, so it gets all the water from the atmosphere. Incredible, right? The name of this seed is a certain type of date. But don't confuse it with the dates that you get at the grocery store because those are a different variety. You would never want to consume those. These are special dates. And this particular variety of date is loaded with nutrients. Especially it is loaded with vitamin A and other antioxidants and things that are really good for your eyes. Vitamin A helps to reduce the risk of cataracts, macular degeneration, and also it helps to maintain the health of your optic nerve. Okay, now the way that they consume this seed in the Sahara Forest Project is in a beverage. They put the seed in a blender with some water and they blend it up and drink it because it tastes pretty good apparently. But there is a special way of preparing it so that you can get the benefits of it. The way to prepare it is you want to roast it first. So you take it, you roast it like you're going to roast coffee beans or something like that, and then you grind it up and then you can put it in capsules. If you do it this way, you're going to get a much greater effect than if you were to just blend it up and drink it raw. But if you did want to blend it up and drink it raw, you could do that too, so you can do it either way. And in this video, I'm going to show you some studies about the amazing benefits for your eyes. So let's dive right into it. Here's a study right here on rats, okay, to show that the seed can prevent diabetic rats from going blind. Okay, so it helps to prevent blindness in diabetics. Here's another study on mice, okay, that shows that the seed reduced the severity of diabetic retinopathy, okay, which is a complication from diabetes, where you get bleeding in the retina and damage to the retina from the blood sugar. Okay, here's another study on mice that shows that it reduces inflammation in diabetic retinopathy. So all three of these studies show the powerful benefits of this seed in preventing or reducing the severity of diabetic retinopathy. In addition, this next study shows that the seed can help protect against chemotherapy-induced ocular surface toxicity. Okay, so sometimes the medications that we use can affect our eyes negatively. This can help protect against that. Then we have this study over here that shows that it protects the DNA of your cells from oxidation. Okay, from free radical damage. So many things can cause damage to the DNA of your cells, and this seed can help protect against that. Here's another study that shows that this seed can help prevent cataracts. As you can see, it helps to increase the lens protein, okay, and reduce the oxidative damage that occurs with aging or from UV exposure and other things like that. Here's another study that shows that this seed, if you extract the polysaccharides from it, can help reduce inflammation in the eye. And as I mentioned earlier, a lot of eye diseases are caused or accelerated by inflammation. So anything that you can do to reduce inflammation in the body is going to be good for your eyes. Then we have this study over here that shows that the seed can help prevent glaucoma because it reduces the pressure in the eye. Intraocular pressure, that's what this is talking about. Another study, this one is on humans that took the extract of this seed, showed a significant improvement in night vision. Okay, so if you're driving at night or doing anything at night, it's gonna help you see better. And another interesting study is this one over here that shows that it can reverse age-related changes in the eyes. And this was done on rats. So, as you can see from these studies, there are so many benefits for your eyes. Now, I want to point out one more thing. When you start consuming this product, just start with a small amount because it's very concentrated. So when you consume it, make sure you do a little bit at a time. Maybe do like half a capsule and then wait a couple days and then do a little more just to build up your tolerance, because if you do too much, you might get an upset stomach. Okay, but usually people don't have a problem with that. But I've seen some people say that they got an upset stomach if they did too much. So just go slow and build up to it. Now, since we're talking about your eyes, I want to mention something else that's very important for your eyes. Okay, it's a mineral called zinc. Zinc is one of the most important trace minerals needed by your body. There's so many functions that zinc does. It helps your immune system, it helps reduce inflammation, it helps with growth hormone, it helps lower cortisol. It's involved in over 300 different enzymes. But the big thing that I want to talk about with zinc is its function in protecting your eyes from age-related macular degeneration. In fact, in this study over here, they took a group of people who had early signs of macular degeneration, and they gave them either a placebo or zinc, and you would not believe the results. So as you can see, the zinc group significantly lowered their risk of progression of this macular degeneration. In fact, it went down 78% compared to the placebo group. Wow. So this is why I recommend taking zinc, especially if you starting to develop macular degeneration or you getting older. And you have the risk factors for macular degeneration, which would be high blood pressure, diabetes, smoking, things like that. Make sure you take zinc. Take like 30 milligrams of zinc per day to help protect your eyes from macular degeneration. And it's also good to get it from food as well. Seafood has a lot of zinc. Red meat has a lot of zinc. Nuts have zinc, but you would have to consume a lot of nuts to get enough zinc. Oysters have a lot of zinc. So make sure you consume those things to get more zinc. But you might need a supplement to get enough zinc. Alright, thanks for watching. Hey, before you go, if you're benefiting from any of my content, I would love to hear about your success story. Please share it in the link down below.